Hey, welcome to Cogito's channel, and this is going to be my episode of Metazoo Origins for Cogito. Metazoo Menace brought up about how it'd be kind of neat to see how different people got into Metazoo, what brought them in, and I'm like, you know what, that seems like a really cool idea, even though we've heard a lot of people's stories on what got them into it. I've mentioned mine before and what got me into it, but I'm going to go a little more in depth this time. So, growing up, I was big into the ghost hunter shows, the cryptids, stuff like that. I didn't really call them cryptids back then, but your cryptozoology and everything like that. I found it fascinating. My wife hated some of it, but when this was happening, I was actually in the Marine Corps still, and I was watching these Sci-Fi Channel shows, and this video came up, and
Video captured in Fresno, California, brought attention to a paranormal
I should mute
phenomenon
that.
known as the Fresno Night
Where are we?
Crawlers. These enigmatic...
There we go. We'll mute that. But they had the video of the Fresno Night Crawlers, and I'm like, oh, that's neat. Like, this is the birth of a new cryptid, because we all have heard Bigfoot, we've all heard of the Mothman, the Jersey Devil, things like that. We've all been there with something we've grown up with. So they had the first video, and then we had this other video which came out a little bit later, which kind of put more credibility into the idea of the Fresno Night Crawlers. This is that beautiful cryptid photography quality we got, where you got to have at least 5 megapixels on a camera to be able to see anything. But I like how there's cars coming by and everything, but you got the over here just walked off, but it's like a very faded, ghostly image. Honestly, it looks like somebody cropped 2 videos together, got the one from the other one, put it in the background, and made it. But that being said, let's go ahead and close this. That being said, that started off as something that interested me, along with other cryptids, but being there for the birth of the Fresno Night Crawlers, I thought that was really neat. Fast forward however many years, that was 2007, so 13, 14 years, I'm in the card space a little bit. Not a major player or anything, just, I'm keeping up with what's going on. And I start hearing about this Metazoo. I didn't get into it then. I should have. That was during the Kickstarter days, and that would have been phenomenal. But, excuse me, I heard about it a little bit, and then it dropped off, and I didn't think anything of it for a while. Then I was in the card section at Walmart, and I saw some. I'm like, oh, I remember hearing about this Metazoo. So I picked some up, the little Walmart hangers that had they'd have 3 packs in it. And over the course of like a month, I pretty much picked it all up because literally nobody else was buying. And the funny part was there was one box that was really light, and I'm like, somebody stole out of this. So I didn't pick it up. Then I went on YouTube, did some research, and found out there's box toppers in some of them. They were CN2 box toppers, but can you imagine picking up a blue ink from a Walmart box? So I went back the next day, and it was still there, so I picked it up, and there were 2 box toppers in there. So 1 pack and 2 box toppers, which is why it was really light. And that was a really cool experience. But the reason I got into it was because, the Fresno Night Crawlers were part of it. Let's go ahead and get this stuff kind of set to the side here. So I've been a fan of the Fresno Night Crawlers. I was going to wait to do this video until my first sightings and my sample card got back from BGS. But Metazoo Menace had to go and make a video wanting an origin story, so now we got to do our origin story. So we'll do a cryptid collection later on where show all the cards from our favorite beasties, but for right now, just doing the origin story. So we got the reverse holo, got the Kickstarter full holo. We have this 8 of Diamonds super rare holo. This is from the in-house foiling. And then we have the Cryptid Cam gold refractor. Big fan of the Fresno Nightcrawler, so it's kind of been my spirit beastie. we got this pretty neat looking art card, which I thought just looked really nice, and I was able to get lucky into it. All right. So from there, um, I love the Fresno Nightcrawler, so I went into Metazoo starting out with getting the boxes from Walmart, and they didn't have any more. They weren't restocking. My local LGS said, "Oh no, we're not doing that. It's not profitable. It's too new of a game." I understood it, but it kind of sucked because I wanted to get in Metazoo. So I went online and I started purchasing cards. And this is where I started getting myself in trouble. The first time I bought cards was from Argos. And I don't know if you know this or not. Argos is was a great guy in Metazoo, and I hope he comes back. I know there's a lot of people that had some hate and everything, but you know what? There was nothing. I never had any personal or negative issues with Argos. He's been fantastic the whole time that we were, dealing with each other and everything. And I do hope he comes back. He was a big part of Metazoo, just like Tormentic, and now just like the whole. There's so many people that are still such big parts of Metazoo. That's crazy considering that it was dead for 8 months. But as we got a revival, this is a great time to do the Metazoo Origins. Hopefully help bring other people in and understand where we came from. So anyway, I ordered from Argos, and it was a very funny story because my first order, I've never ordered from a YouTube video maker, rip and ship or any of that stuff. And my first order from Argos, he was getting ready to open my order. It was UFO release event boxes. And some kid had placed an order, and it was like $1.99 brick of auras, and he was spending a lot on shipping. So Argos is like, well, we'll have to add into it to make it worth his while. This is also the first time I gave anything away online, I think. And I told Argos, I'm like, hey, give him the first 2 packs out of my order. He thought that was very generous. He tossed that in there. He opened my first pack, got into the second release event box, opened the pack, and freaked out because he pulled me a serialized Sky Snake from Metazoo UFO. Had no idea why everyone was all like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Did a little more research, found out why, got it graded, ended up selling it later on because, well, life happens, But when I went to go send that to get graded, I sent it in with this Bigfoot second edition. And the reason why I did was because I figured, oh, well, if I have a card, I think that this one was off-center. Yes, it's off-center a little bit. Like, if I send it with a card that's of lesser, like it's off-center and stuff, I'm like, maybe I'll get a better grade. This got the 10, and the number 8 out of 10 UFO Sky Snake ended up getting a 9. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with it. So that was that's why that's why this second edition Bigfoot is important to me. It's part of my personal collection. It's never going to go anywhere. 1, would it be worth anything to go anywhere? No, but 2, because this went and got graded with my Sky Snake and I don't have the Sky Snake anymore, so that Bigfoot's the second card. I only sent 2 cards into that order. But then we have such an amazing community, part of this origin story. I have loved our community. There's been ups and downs, with the historical way Metazoo is working. But I will say that I have met some of the most amazing community members. And I'm actually going to show you. Jethro was hosting a giveaway of a first edition pack on Argos' stream. And I had one, and I picked, and when I opened the pack, this growth was in there. And I sent it out to get graded, and it got a 10. And when it comes to stuff that you win in a giveaway, or I keep them. They're part of my personal collection because it's part of how amazing this community has been. So this growth came from Jethro. It will always stay in my personal collection. I forget who, and I feel really bad for this. I gotta look through my Discord messages. But I had a friend that we were doing a trade with. I was trading something. I don't even remember what the trade was. But he sent me an extra card during the trade, which was Lady in Red, and it was signed by Mike Waddell. Take it as you may. We're not going to get into the Mike Waddell side of things, but I sent it in to get graded because, again, part of the personal collection and part of the amazing community. And I feel really bad that I can't remember who gave this to me. But got a 10, auto got a 10. Yeah, it's a reverse holo, but I never had a chance to meet Mike Waddell. I thought it was very cool, and now it's part of my collection. That'll stay a part of my collection. Let's see. Now, coming back to Argos. So, Argos. I was able to get a stamped Argos promo, which I was hoping to get because, with how much of a pillar Argos was in the community, and hopefully he comes back, I thought that was awesome. During one of my orders, this is also permanent fixture. These are all permanent fixtures in the collection. During a trade we did with, I traded him a PSA 10 Kickstarter Bigfoot for a box of Topps Chrome. And it was a 20-pack box. But on the trade, when he sent the other stuff, he sent these 2 cards because he wanted to make sure that we were even on the trade. And he was very kind with everything. And I sent them into PSA to get graded because this was an LGS promo, and then I didn't have a ding bell. So I sent them to get graded. And the LGS promo, Sam's Credit Cam got a 10, and the ding bell got a 9. But I would never have had those, and those were very interesting. The first time I ordered Topps Chrome through Argos, he pulled me this orange refractor, Uncle Sam. It's number 1 out of 25. And I did send that in to get graded as well, because that's not necessarily everything I grade is because it's the most valuable, it's going to get super expensive or anything like that. They're memories from our time with Metazoo, and luckily we have a future with it now. But that was a big part of, and Argos was such a big part of the original Metazoo, I think that he was kind of cast aside when everything went down, and I'm hoping that we're able to get him back, but it's really awesome. Then I have my buddy Pogo Dad. The first time I hit on one of his streams, I don't know if it was just a random stream we picked up on, or if it was a raid or what, but Pogo Dad's been a real cool dude to work with. I actually want to give away where I got this Mint 9 Ghost of the Lost Furnaces. And then I placed an order on a rip and ship, and listen, he threw in a native pack because I never got it. We never had a chance to open native around here, and the one pack he sent me was a big box pack. I pulled a Magma Fusion Aura, which was super exciting. I sent it in to get graded, got a PSA 10, but I thought it was really neat that, of all things, Pogo Dad sent me a single pack of native, and I pulled a card that was complete fire back then, so that's a big part of just showing how amazing the community's been. And then I'm gonna tell you a secret. There's this beastie that's been on the loose lately. If you watch YouTube videos, when it comes to Metazoo, like I do Pack of the Days, I know there's another beastie out there. He's been on a hunt. I'm talking about none other than the escaped alien. So if you see the escaped alien, be careful. He's armed and dangerous. He can change his hands. It's really creepy. But check out Escaped Alien. He's one of the people that have been amazing in Metazoo while there's been nothing going on, while Metazoo was dead in the water, as everybody thought. But check out Escaped Alien. You also have to check out, I'm gonna forget some of these guys because there's so many amazing people in the community, right? Especially right now during the downturn of Metazoo. But you got Metazoo Menace. He does amazing eBay recaps because he's letting us know how everything looks like it's going in the market. Excuse me, which is great because how often are we getting updated on stuff like that? Like with Pokemon, there was top 10 Pokemon who did an amazing job, and we have a Metazoo guy. We have Metazoo Menace who's doing an amazing job with that. I'm having a brain fart and I'm forgetting. I'm having, oh, this is embarrassing. search out Metazoo. There's so many amazing content creators during this downfall. And I challenge the other guys to follow Metazoo Menace's example with his Bigfoot, My Fresno Nightcrawlers. Do your Metazoo origin stories. Let us know what got you into Metazoo. Let us know what beastie got you into Metazoo. Keep us in the loop. Anyway, I don't want to shout out any more people because I'm having a brain fart right now. I'm completely forgetting. So we're going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Keep on collecting and tell us your Metazoo origin story. Thanks. Bye.